People that are stepping up as leaders right now, like me, I'm going to make more money the next decade than I made my entire life. That's a promise, okay? Because I have the ability to adapt and innovate.
Colton, thank you so much for taking time. Opportunity and stability. Let's talk at it.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you guys being here today. What a crazy last 2 weeks, right? It has been. You know, I was telling one of my friends the other day, I feel like these last 2 weeks have been the longest day of my life. What the biggest challenge is right now is just keeping the psyche of the American people in check, right? And by check, I mean keep it calm. Yes, you're going to be able to have opportunities to thrive through this. You're going to be able to be successful. It's not going to happen how you've been doing it the last 5 to 8 years, though. I can promise you that. It's going to have to shift. Keyword, write this down. Innovate. People who make it big through this, what we're going to go through is about innovation right now. I know that I have got to make decisions for me, for my children, for my people that I lead, and they're looking to leadership right now. This isn't going to last forever, and I don't have to let it affect me. I have a say in my life, my show, my reality. Now, there's things I can't control, but what can I control? And our first step was we started cutting expenses. Okay, and I'll tell you, I've probably so far cut 25 to 30% of my expenses off the top right now. I've gone and I've cut some salaries by 50%. I've cut some by 25%. And I've laid other people off. Like if you aren't understanding that revenue has a good chance of slowing down, then I feel bad for you. So that was our first thing, cut those expenses.
I think it's really important that agents know what they're going to cut if they're going to cut things. And I mean, we have our opinions on what things should stay and what things should go. And I'd like to hear your opinions on it.
Right. Here's how I explain it. Cash equals oxygen in your business. Okay. So what I would recommend you guys do first, and this is what I did, this is what I'm recommending my team does, go do a financial analysis right now. Identify where's all the cash you have, liquid cash. You need to get your thumb on that really, really clearly, okay? And put it into your oxygen tank. It's your oxygen tank. Step two, what you need to do is you need to look at how do I decrease the amount of oxygen leaking out the back end of my tank, okay? And you need to have, I call it a budget, but a more positive way that I know people call it is a spending plan, okay? So a spending plan is all the essentials from salaries to marketing to tools and then education. Those are my four main categories, okay? Salaries, marketing, systems and tools, and education. And then what you need to do on that is highlight which ones are optional, which ones are helpful, which ones are necessary, and then which ones are absolutes, okay? And then you need to start looking at the optionals and get rid of them immediately. REDX is a tool. I'm not going to eradicate it. Why? Because that holds my database. That holds a way to feed data. That adds a way to communicate. Okay?
That's your oxygen generator.
Right. Zoom, for me in my companies, is a tool that will not get eliminated. For example, postcards was one of those helpful but not necessary. So we got rid of those. My point is label which ones you need to get rid of. Step three is you got to get clear where you're going to feed cash into your business. How are you going to feed oxygen into your business? In the last 4 days, I've already created $12,500 in monthly residual revenue for us and my companies just by innovating. I'm finding ways because of the skills I have. So find the skills you have. What is your values? What do you stand for? Find out when people are coming to you, you start charging for it, okay? That's what I've done. Because also this is where the most millionaires and billionaires are going to grow out of. People that are stepping up as leaders right now, like me, I'm going to make more money the next decade than I made my entire life. That's a promise, okay? Because I have the ability to adapt and innovate. Number one for me is called breath work. Circular breath work, you can do it for 15 minutes to 60 minutes, but it really creates a space of self-certainty and a space of uncertainty. So breath work is basically circular breathing. And I'll just do 10 breaths real quick to kind of show you guys, but it's and so you want to, I'm not going to do 10, I'll pass out if I do it 10 on you guys, but you do into the belly, into the chest, and up through your head. And you'll start to really feel a tingling in your fingers. You'll feel calm in your mind. And it's where resistance is just being able to move so you can move through it. It's not that you're not going to feel those negative emotions. It's just you're going to let it pass through quicker. The one way you can actually stay calm is by reminding others, hey, it's going to be okay. I got your back, okay? You're going to be okay. When you can reassure others, it actually reassures yourself. Call all of your sphere of influence, all of your past clients, and just check in on them. Don't talk real estate. Just say, hey, how you doing? This has been heavy. Like, I've been talking to a lot of our people, and the key word that's come up a lot are two words: uncertainty and anxiety. My audience, okay? And so I've just been a place to hear them. So I find those people that are having genuine conversation, and what I'm offering to them is, hey, listen, I know that these are super unstable, uncertain times with real estate. So what we're doing is I'm just offering 15-minute consultations over Zoom just to kind of walk through your situation and just see if there's any positive feedback or anything that I can help you with. And the whole purpose is to build a relationship. And then through conversation, one of two things happens. Either they're going to come up and tell me, hey, I just lost my job. I'm not going to be able to pay for my house. And so we're building a relationship too, and we're going to move it to a short sale. Some of them might be, hey, I actually own 150,000 shares of Zoom, and I just made a ton of money, and I want to go buy some real estate. Okay, and I'm not. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
People's needs are going to be different, but it's going to allow for A, opportunity to stem from right now, but B, people are going to remember you when you really genuinely reached out to see how they're doing. When it wasn't about how you can profit off of them, but how can you truly help them. Let's say that no cold calling means we're not calling people soliciting a service to them, okay? Random people. I take it that means that doesn't mean I can't reach out to my sphere of influence and clients. I have connections with those people, okay? It doesn't mean that I can't be having Zoom conversations. It doesn't mean that I can't be doing live streams. And even when I'm talking to people, hey, who of your friends might just like this free conversation? Right now is a time, especially if we look at New York or California, you're not sitting on your ass waiting. You're talking with people. You have a 10-hour-a-day job. It's called networking right now. So first of all, I'd say, hey, listen, single agent, you've got a great opportunity. I was a single agent through the last recession, and I would have never guessed I would be where I'm at today over the last 12 years. So you're in a great, great spot. I believe people are really going to come and step up from their core selves and leave their identity and egos aside. So believe in you. You deserve it, okay? Get your house in order financially. We talked about that today. Get your psychological state straight and your emotional state straight. We talked about that today. But get to work working your plan. And that plan includes this, depending on where you're at, be networking. Network, meaningful conversations, and lead people to building relationships. Find out how you can make money now, closing deals as long as you can. But if you're in California, don't think that this is going to blow over quickly. So you need to really get that financial piece secure and get your cash reserve set up and get networking through Zoom like we've talked about today. But you're going to be okay. No matter what, how you go through this, you're going to be fine. I think we've been running in such high intense energy lately. Just relax and remind yourself, like right now where you're at, you're safe. You're alive. You got food in your belly. You got a roof over your head. You got people that love you and that support you. And you've got the ability to take action. Mm-hmm. That's the difference, though. That's the difference if you choose that or not. And I promise you act in the direction we've talked about today. It's not that there's going to not be challenges, but you'll make it. You'll be fine. You'll thrive through it on the other side.